Good morning. Hope you're doing well. We're on day 4 now of being at home. Sounds like something from TV. Carrie's doing an amazing job of homeschooling the kids. I'm trying desperately to get enough meat to fill the shelves. Don't worry, we're not going to run out. We're going to be absolutely fine. There's plenty of food to go around, and I hope you're all doing okay. These are the difficult times, but they're also a great opportunity for us to show love to one another. So I hope you're making contact, not physically, but making contact with one another, keeping in touch, showing the love of Jesus to one another, even though we can't physically be together. And right now we've got so much time at home, and I'm really clear that I want to make the most of it. I don't want to waste it. And my prayer for you is exactly the same, that you would make the most of the opportunity that we've got. You will spend less time with family and friends, but I pray that we would spend more time in the Word, more time with Jesus. And that's really what I want to share with you this morning, the importance of being. We spend so much of our lives doing, going to work, spending time with family and friends, looking after the kids, doing our hobbies, and we just do loads of stuff. And in the coming weeks we've got a unique opportunity to focus more on just being, on being in Christ, to be with Christ, to find peace in Him, to find rest in Him, hope, and to find joy in Him. Being in Christ means so many things. In Christ we have redemption. We see that in Ephesians 1. In Christ we become the righteousness of God, 2 Corinthians 5. And in Christ we are a new creation, again in 2 Corinthians 5. And we've been looking through the Old Testament on our reading plan together, and we've been covering lots, but I just wanted to highlight a couple of the blessings really, and the insights we get into the character of God through the opening books of the Bible. So I'm going to read through a couple of them now and just hope that they're a real encouragement to you as you spend time today with God. And the first one I'm going to read is in Exodus chapter 20 verse 6, where we see God's unfailing love for thousands of generations. Let me read it. It says, "I show mercy to thousands of generations, to those who love me and keep my commandments." Then if you want to turn, we're going to look at Exodus 33 verse 14, where we're reminded that God's presence goes with us. It says, "And He," that's God, "said, my presence will go with you and I will give you rest." It's amazing. And then in Numbers chapter 6 verses 24, you may know this well, in verses 24 to 26. "The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make His face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up His countenance upon you and give you peace." And then in Romans, if you flick over to Romans chapter 8, the words of Paul in verse 31. It says, "What then shall we say to these things? If God is for us, who can be against us?" And I just want to remind you of those amazing truths this morning, that our God has an unfailing love for thousands of generations, that His presence is with us, that He wants to bless us, that God is for you no matter what we feel like we are facing today. Our God is for us, so what can be against us? And many of these blessings are in a song that I just love right now. song by somebody called Carrie Job. I'm going to try. I'm not technical, so I'm hoping somebody can do this. We'll either put a link to the video on YouTube, or we'll email it out separately. But it's just a song that just talks about the blessings of God. And if you get a chance today, just to listen to it, to spend some time with Christ, taking it in, remembering the blessings, then do that. You know, we've been forced to do so much, to stop so much of our doing right now. And it's my prayer today that we will take the opportunity to be in Christ, to remember what that means for us, and to thank him for all the blessings that brings. God bless you. Have a wonderful day.